Hello everyone. In our today's video, we are going to discuss micro and macronutrients as well as nutritive and non-nutritive components of diet. Micro are those nutrients which are required in small quantities and macro which are required in larger quantities. Micronutrients are vitamins and minerals, and macronutrients are carbohydrates, fats and proteins. In our today's video, we will discuss only macronutrients, carbohydrates, fats and proteins. Let's move on. Carbohydrates. This is the first macronutrient major part of our diet. They are the most important source of energy. They contain elements of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. The ratio between hydrogen and oxygen is like water, 2:1. These components are important for our digestive system and they are the major energy giving component of our diet. These are of two types. Carbohydrates are of two types: simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates or monosaccharides are those carbohydrates which are digested quickly. Human body can digest them very quickly. They are water soluble. And complex carbohydrates are a little difficult to be digested. They are polysaccharides which digest slowly. Human body takes time to digest complex carbohydrates. They are not sweet, as simple carbohydrates are sweet in taste, but complex carbohydrates are not sweet in taste. Like starch in potato is an example of it. They are not soluble in water. Simple carbohydrates, let me simplify again, are very quickly observable. Human body can digest them very quickly. They are water soluble like sugar. And complex carbohydrates are not sweet. They cannot be digested so quickly like potatoes. Functions of carbohydrates. The major function of carbohydrate is to provide energy in the form of glucose and ATPs. That is the major function of carbohydrate. There are many other functions, like it provide energy to our body systems and organs also. It provide energy to central nervous system. It provide energy to all organs of the body. It help enabling fat metabolism. It help prevent protein from being used for energy, so that protein can be used for repair and bodybuilding requirements only. Next macronutrient is fats. Fats contain oxygen, carbon and hydrogen in the percentage of 12 and 76. Let me repeat again: carbon, oxygen, hydrogen in the same form in the ratio of 76, 12, 12 respectively. Fats are composed of fatty acids, and fats are very important, as there are vitamins which are only fat soluble like A, D, E, K. All the functions which are possible with these vitamins, we need fat for that also. There are two types of sources of fat: animal source and vegetable source. Animal sources are like butter, milk, cheese, egg, meat, all. And vegetable sources are like groundnut, peanut, mustard oil, sunflower oil and other seed oils. Types of fats. Fat is of three types. One is saturated, another is trans and another one is unsaturated. Saturated fat is type of fat which is solid in room temperature, like milk products, ghee, coconut oil. These are examples of saturated fat. The human body must not take more than 10% of saturated fat in the diet. And next is trans fat. It is a fat that has been changed by processing called hydrogenation. It is found in most of the processed foods like snacks, cookies, etc. We must avoid this. It is not a healthy fat. Trans fat is not healthy for human body. We must avoid it. And the third type is unsaturated fat. Unsaturated fat is liquid at room temperature. Most of the oils are unsaturated fats. Plant oils are unsaturated fat. If you eat unsaturated fat instead of saturated fat, it helps body to improve the cholesterol level. There are further two types of unsaturated fat: monounsaturated fat and polyunsaturated fat. Monounsaturated fat, it is mostly present in vegetable oils such as canola oil, olive oil and peanut oil. It helps in lowering the bad or LDL cholesterol and keep good HDL cholesterol high. Polyunsaturated fats, it is mostly found in vegetables oil such as sunflower and soybean, and these are also helpful in keeping your bad cholesterol level lower. But monounsaturated fats are very good for human body. Functions of fats. Fat is a reserve fuel for human body. If we run out of carbohydrates, if we run out of energy, we don't have any source of energy, in that case fat come into action. Human body is a mechanism, it got a mechanism, it consume and store fats in adipose tissues. Adipose tissues are storage house of fats, and the human body use that stored fuel in the form of fat in case of emergency. Fats are also very much essential for letting the vitamins work. Vitamin A, D and E, also K, are fat soluble, so they cannot work without fat. It helps in blood clotting, as vitamin K helps in blood clotting. A healthy diet must have 5 to 10% of fat in the body, in the diet, and higher intake of fat in the diet is for sure going to risk heart problems and going to increase the body weight. Obesity will increase. Fat is also important to keep our skin tone, hair fall and all such issues, to manage them. Let's move on to the next macronutrient, protein. Proteins are building blocks of human body. The major function or the main function of protein is to build new muscles, build new muscle fibers, cells, and do repair work in the body. Wear and tears of muscles are repaired by proteins in the body. Proteins are the building blocks of the body. Proteins contain carbon, hydrogen and oxygen with nitrogen, and in some cases sulfur also. Proteins are very large molecules, so they are broken down to amino acids so that they can be used in the body. Out of 23 amino acids, 9 are essential by human body, and we must have proteins in our diet because it's important for building our body and to enhance our immunity. These are the sources of protein: animal source and plant source. Animal source: meat, fish, egg, milk, cheese, all these are kind of sources of protein, where plant sources are cereals, nuts, beans. Soya bean is very rich source of protein. Now let's discuss the functions of protein. The major function is to repair and maintain the wear and tear of muscles and to build new muscle fibers and cells. It is also source of energy, major source of energy, and in certain hormones support is also done by protein. It also create hormones in the body. Transportation and storage of molecules is also very important and vital function of protein. Producing antibodies in the body is also a very important function of protein, to keep us away from illness or to recover from illness. Now, nutritive and non-nutritive components of diet. We have discussed the vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates, fat, proteins, all these components of diet. These are categorized in micro and macronutrients because all these are nutritive components of diet. They got some nutritional value in them which body uses. So there are certain other components also present in our diet which don't have nutritive value, but we do eat them. One major example is water. Water is required by body. It's very essential. There are major functions which are done by water, but water don't have as such any nutrition in that. So this is further categorization, nutritive and non-nutritive components of diet. Let's discuss non-nutritive components of diet now, as we already discussed all the nutritive components of diet. The first is water. Water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen in ratio of 2:1. Our blood contains 90% of water. Water help in regulating nutrition of food in our body cells. The major function, another big function, is to regulate our body temperature. A normal person requires 4 to 5 liters of water every day. Major functions of water are: it helps to remove poisonous substances or waste products from the body. It helps in food digestion. It helps to form body fluids like plasma and blood plasma, etc. It protects the bones to become dry and brittle. It helps in blood circulation, because blood plasma is made up of water, and water is very important to regulate thickness of the blood. If blood gets thicker, the circulation will be affected. So water plays a very important role in blood circulation. It helps to maintain the body temperature. Human body cannot resist in extreme temperatures. So to maintain the required body temperature, we need water in our body. It helps to supply mineral salts to the body. Next non-nutritive factors are components are fiber. Fibers are also part of our diet in many forms. They don't have nutritive values. It is undesigned part of food. It cannot be digested in human internal parts, intestinal parts. So fibers play a very important role in a specific way. The way is, fibers used to clean our digestive passage. Intestines, small intestines and large intestines, human intestines are not capable of digesting fibers, but fibers used to clean the intestines. It remove constipation also from intestinal tract. Flavored components like artificial sweeteners, they don't have any nutritive value in them, but we do use such components also in our diet, like sugar free is one example of it. We use that in our tea and milk, but they don't have any nutritive value like carbohydrate, fat, milk, other components do have. Next is color compounds. We use artificial colors in our diet, in our foods sometimes. They also don't have any nutritive value. Next is preservatives. Preservatives are the chemicals used to increase the lifespan of our foods and beverages, but they don't have any nutritive value. They are basically additives used to enhance the life of food particles or food components. So all these non-nutritive components are being used by the body. We are eating them, but they don't have any nutritional value in them. That's why they are categorized in non-nutritive components. There is another component. Some food plant particles are also undigestible in human body. They are also part of non-nutritive components.